Hi, Evil fans. Welcome back to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
In this video, we'll be discussing Evil Season 3, Episode 7, entitled The Demon of Cults. Okay. Did anybody else, when the intro was playing, did anybody else get the skip intro?
Yes.
You will be haunted?
Yes, that was new, right? I had never seen that before. Yep. I had that in my notes, and I was like, have I not seen that? I never would skip that intro, by the way. I don't often skip any intro,
It's
but
too good.
especially Evil.
Well, even if I thought about doing it, I was like, why didn't I totally buy that? I was like, you're right, I will. I'm sorry.
It made me question myself, though, because I know I've never skipped it, but since I had never seen that before, I questioned whether I had ever skipped it without even knowing.
I just wanted to make sure that you all saw that too. Okay. There was something last season. You weren't here reviewing this, but there was a female narrator through the whole thing, and like some people said they had it and some people said they didn't.
I remember the comments, and that was very weird.
And then sometimes when I watch it this season, it'll like skip ahead real fast, like only with this video. So just saying,
there's something going on.
Some forces. Okay, so let's talk about first my favorite sequence is the dinner party, because we had like our whole team there, like our main people there, right? Fun. I mean, besides like Leland, he can F off. But they're playing this game called Killer, which I might be weird, but I kind of want to play it, like at our next game night, our family game night, where you have to wink, and if you get winked at, you're dead. Obviously, if you're the one winking, you're the killer. And of course, the killer ends up being Lexus.
I was intrigued by that game, too. I didn't consider playing it, but now I think it would be kind of fun.
I know.
Kind of awkward.
I just winked at you.
Like,
she's dead.
But you have to kind of not notice how do they not see other people winking? It's so subtle.
We should definitely try that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So there is this wink from Lexus that lingers a little, this smile, this maybe evil smile at David, because that's the last one of her victims. But are we supposed to read into it like she's like, I know you're on to me, David? Or like, I'm just playing a game and I'm cute and I smiled and I got you? Which one is it? It's ominous.
I didn't even think it was ominous. I just thought it was cute. Okay,
right? But David had that interaction with Victor, the friend of the Vatican, about putting a toy in Lexus's room, and he just absolutely would not do it, right? So then I feel like, are we supposed to, like, somebody, I don't know, we're supposed to believe that maybe she knows.
But then when David went into the room, he didn't have the toy anymore to leave. Why did he even go in there? But did he think... Because he found it there.
They said there were plumbers there that said they have to get into the girls' room.
Yes.
So he said, wait, why would the girls have to get into the room if they're plumbers? Yes. And then there it is,
But his loyalty to Kristen and Lexus is still strong because he took the toy.
Yeah. Because he still, like, leave them alone. Yeah, so I'm really fascinated by that whole thing, because Lexus is definitely, shooting down Leland, getting him in trouble with that game, recruiting the girls to help with it. So if she's being groomed, I don't know. It's very subtle, or she's maybe
not human. Maybe she's demon, but maybe not all demons are bad.
Yeah.
But because it's the Catholic Church that's saying that they're all bad, right? All the sigils, all the houses. But maybe they're not all bad to everyone, but maybe they're bad to the church.
Whoa.
Perspective, right? Because, I mean, I'm not team church here.
I'm not necessarily team church
They kind
either.
of align us to be, if we had to choose a side, I guess we would choose to be on team Catholic Church, because the demons are in our minds supposed to be bad.
Yes.
But I think this kind of changes things.
It does.
Because she is a demon, but she's got that cute tail.
She's so freaking cute, too. Yeah, but it's, we'll find out.
Well, and then the whole environmental argument, I love that, too. When they're saying, well, she has a good home, and, the whole nature versus nurture thing. Maybe she is a demon, but she's growing up in this loving family. And so maybe she's just not going to be a bad demon.
Maybe it's just innate. Maybe it's not something, that you can help. But it's all very different because of this RSM fertility treatment, and like they are like making kids. I mean, this is obviously fictional, right? But how will we know? What we're gonna find out, right? Yes. So okay, the meat and potatoes of this episode. Our assessors meet this guy named Owen, who doesn't look good. He's a very handsome actor, but I was like,
not in this show. No.
So he joined a cult called Yeshua, and He's possessed by a gassy demon. That was silly. And yeah, so the team has to go investigate Yeshua. They're looking for Lily, who is Owen's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
She's somewhere there. Well, then Ben runs into an old friend, Renee, who he met at that science league.
Yeah.
And she's the cult leader.
Right.
And he's like, what about science?
He doesn't understand this whole concept of her being the cult leader into religion, God and Jesus, and also science.
You know, I really wonder about that. That's a really hot debate. Like,
well, it's supposed to be the debate, right?
Mhm.
Religion versus science. They are not. They're supposed to be opposed.
can it be both?
Right? But maybe it.
Renee thinks so.
Because there's that thing that's beyond the realm of your ability to explain it, right? So that's what this show seems to be all about.
Yes.
Like when science isn't enough and religion isn't enough and psychology is not enough. Do you turn to one of the other three, or is it something else?
Yeah.
I don't
That
know.
was well explained.
I thought it was pretty
For sure.
interesting. Poor Ben.
I know. So she seduces Ben. Easily seduced, might I add. He doesn't have good luck with women.
No, he doesn't.
So
He
after
needs a
the
break.
I know. After they do the dirty, she gets up and was like, you know, this is gonna get freaky. It's gonna get scary. There's gonna be blood, and then she like starts looking at the wall and speaking another language. Then they take Ben to the sacrifice. He's not the sacrifice. I knew that. I felt like it was too obvious. They have a goat standing there on stage. Like, obviously that he's not going to be sacrificed. But there is this interesting part where Renee says, well, Ben, don't you feel guilty about your mom?
That was weird because
I can't remember them ever talking about his mom.
no.
And how was he involved with her death? Not like he killed her, but why? Was it at birth? Like, what happened here?
I wasn't sure because then she started turning it into the leaving the church.
Yes,
thing.
broke her heart.
So metaphorically killing her.
Yes.
Her spiritual self.
Right. Oh.
Could she have gotten that from the sister?
Yeah, because the sister brought, right?
Right, so they could be friends. Like
Yeah.
maybe she interpreted that to be some type of trauma that Ben was working through, and maybe he would turn to the cult for healing.
So it might not even she really is dead. It's just like
No.
her
I
heart
don't
is
think
broken.
she's dead because they
No.
talked about her as
Hmm.
just more. She's just mad because he went science.
Yeah, we have to revisit that.
But
so
the sister
please.
does both. She kind of straddles the science and the religion.
She
right?
does.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So Kristen and David leave him there, and then when they realize that was not a good idea, they come back, and Ben comes out smiling, covered in blood.
That was such a great.
He
image.
seems lighter. He seems like,
Yes.
They're like, what was that? He said, religion. Well, okay.
Some type
I
of
don't know what to
cathartic.
think
Maybe
of
he had
the
a
way-
little bit of a cathartic moment. Maybe.
Was it healing for him?
Or was he just like, these people are crazy,
Or-
and I'm right?
Or is it another one of like, yep, this is my life. Here we go again. You know, like that head in the toilet. He's like, yep, that's just my life these days. I don't know. All right, let's go to the other side of this story. There's Kurt, who wants to write a book. And he asks Sister Andrea, and she's like not giving him the help that he wants. So Leland decides to help Kurt. But why is he so willing to take Leland's help? Like, why is he's all too willing to accept it?
Because and for the simple fact that he can't think of what to write.
Writer's block.
Writer's block.
Yeah.
That's not enough to turn to Leland.
No.
I also think
No.
just experiencing the demon experience that you had isn't enough to warrant writing a book.
No.
You need to go research
Yeah.
other people's experiences. Do some work. He's basically being lazy. And then he's going to Leland, and then this is what you get. I'm no sympathy for you.
No sympathy for Kurt. You know, the storyline really kind of threw me off because it was like, I'm writing a book because of this one experience I had. And
maybe an article at most, a blog.
But a book.
Diary.
Yeah, and then Leland's like, oh, candle, blood, sing. And then there's that weird little girl that's chasing a bird. It looks harmless. And then she's whacking it to death. And I'm like, what is going on? He has a demon hand.
It was very amusing, though. It was amusing.
Yeah,
And when they were singing the song, it was great. But I don't know.
Alouette, alouette.
Yeah, that was great. And then he was trying to recreate it. But when he recreated it, there was no blood on the laptop screen. So I kind of want to be like, well, you're supposed to cut yourself again,
You
I
didn't
think.
do it right.
Yeah, come on. Get it together. There's
Candle, blood, sing.
3 simple instructions.
Gosh. Yeah, well, when like the creativity just stops, He wants more. He's like
Of course.
addicted to it. Yes. So Leland steps in and says that he has to cut Sister Andrea's hair all off and the muse will return. Leland, go away.
He's terrible.
He definitely is most threatened by Sister Andrea, and I
Yes.
love that.
Yes.
Okay. David now is called away by a friend, but this time Kristen's like, I'm going with you. She
love
kind of
this.
pushes her way
Yep.
in there, right? And Victor tells her a lot.
Were you shocked?
Yes.
Yes. I was like, yeah, get her in. Get her involved. It's her daughter. She has a right to be involved in this whole thing.
Okay, why have I not put two and two together about, yes, that's why Leland is after her. It's because of Lexus.
I
And
never
Lexus
either.
has
Yeah.
to fulfill this new demon sigil, whatever.
Take over that house.
Yeah.
And apparently that house is more, I don't know if the word was dangerous, but significant than like
Than
20,
20
others.
Yeah.
Why?
So
Because she's good.
she's
They don't want her to turn it good.
yeah.
See, I just don't think I think the demons are being lumped into one category.
Mm,
The demons, whatever
the
they are.
demons, yes. Well, I just when he just spills it and he's just like, oh, that's why the RSM facility, he knows about Lexus. Leland, I'm saying, knows about Lexus, and that's why he's been targeting you this whole time and trying to groom her. And it's just like, duh.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
But it was a little bit of like finally, after 3 seasons, we got some kind of like closure,
Yeah.
and it's not over yet. But it's like, oh, that's why Leland
Yes.
chose her, sought her out. You know?
That does make sense.
Duh.
Yes.
Anyway, then Kristen, probably like a true mother, is feeling like, I want to hold my baby.
I love
you
that
know, like
moment.
I need to be with her ASAP. And then she goes there to cuddle her in her bed, and then Lexus says that her mom smells like blood. So it's a really sweet thing to say.
Yeah.
Mom, you smell like blood. But yeah, why? Because she can smell blood because she's a demon. Is that right,
Maybe.
everybody?
Was it the goat blood?
Yeah, I thought so too with Ben, but
But yeah.
I don't know. That was the ending. So
Yeah. It was a good one.
Yeah.
We got some good reveals, and now the narrative can take this path. Because we
Yes.
needed a path.
Mm-hmm.
We needed some
There were like
serious-
45 paths.
Yes.
So
we
it's
needed
like starting
a main
to...
path. We
Yes.
needed the whole Sigil story and
Mhm.
Lexus and what's the deal with that whole family? Why that family?
Why?
Why that family? What's
We
the deal?
know the
Yeah.
why.
And now we get it. And I really need to know more about Cheryl
Yeah?
and what's her purpose. What role is she going to play this whole thing?
Yes, for sure.
Because I like the theory of a Leland Cheryl showdown.
That would be the best. Yes. Okay, everybody. What did you think of this very exciting episode of Evil? Please comment below and then like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Sorry this was a little late, but we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.